It is Scott Photography Bonsai. Today we're going to take some photos with the Canon EOS 30D and the Asahi Super Takumar 50mm f1.4, basically Pentax lens, fully manual on a DSLR. This is going to be interesting. I might get pretty much nothing from it, but we'll find out. Of course, the big challenge is focus. On the lens itself, it has a few little numbers that you can use to help out. I saw this actually in a DPReview video. Good thing to take note of. Based on your aperture, you have these numbers right here and the distance. So if you're at 30 foot and you want f8, you'll get a certain range of distance that it might be in focus. Simple guideline like that can help out. Something like this might be decent depending on the viewfinder. Actually, I'm seeing a little bit of grain in the viewfinder from the texture that they put on there, and that's actually helpful for figuring out where it's focusing. When I don't need exact focus, it is not too bad, but we'll find out when we look at the photos. Of course, with manual focus, it is nice to not have to deal with messing with buttons that deal with focus usually in autofocus cameras. So one thing you can do is go all the way to the end of the lens for focus. So in this case, it's 1.5 foot or 0.5 meter. So you can generally say from this far, it might work. So in that case, I'm just going to move myself a little bit back and forth and just see if one of them turned out. Took quite a few photos. The thing is, I am using f5.6, so it's a little easier. Let's go to 2.8. It's actually not too bad so far. That viewfinder is better than some I've used in the past. This was a professional digital SLR in its heyday. Go to 5. Actually, let's do f8. Check the meter. It's 250 a second. Looks about right. I'm gonna go 320. Let's do a defocused photo. Easy enough that way. Getting that perfect focus is not going to happen. Doing something like this really depends on what subjects you're going to photograph. If you're doing people photos, good luck with that, trying to get right on the eyeball, focus right on there. I don't know. But in situations like this, it is not super important. We'll see at the photos, but so far it feels pretty good. A lot of cars making so much noise. Should probably go to a different area. Let's look over here a little bit. With enough light, it isn't a problem because you can't use those smaller apertures. On the GoPro Hero 9 today, I'm using the 2.7K with auto leveling capability. So it should, I have it pretty far tilted at the moment, and it's working. So that could be a convenience feature. That wind makes it difficult because it's moving the subject around and I'm trying to focus at the same time. Just from the size and everything, it's a good combination for the weight of the lens plus the camera, how big it is, the grip is. Using the focus on this specific lens is super smooth, so that's a pleasure. With situations like these, just because you have f1.4 available doesn't mean you need to use it. Of course, taking straight landscape photos, pretty easy. Just go to your infinity focus if it is 30 foot or 10 meters away. Right, we're in the second spot. Very windy over here as well, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna go to f8. In this case, taking landscape photos is very easy. Just set it to infinity focus. Taking little bits of adjustment right where infinity is. So there it goes slightly past. When you hit the end, just take it back a little bit. Good landscape shot here. And a ton of variation today with the light jumping around. Pretty dark, super bright, the wind. So I'm sure it's cloud cover making its entrance quickly. These rocks here look nice. So that was a photo outing with the Canon EOS 30D and the Asahi Super Takumar 50mm f1.4 film mirror lens. Nice combination, at least in use. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Scott Photography Bonsai. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. Likes, shares, and the applause feature helps out a lot as well. Thanks again.